Alright, we're back here to clear the third world. I think we bought everything. We did what we needed to do as a team. Am I going to risk the epic loot again? Probably. Third time's the charm to get an epic item. Third time's the charm, and I still have a couple blank mementos on this run, so let's see if we can catch someone decent. More XP. Alright. Well, at least this run, the random was not enough to be worth it. I just kept getting XP. Now, granted, XP on circuit's still good, but I really need some epic items to push this build, make it a little stronger. Can't quite see who we're attacking here, but I think the earth is shrinks. Yep. Shinks. Ooh, Medusa's starting off by hitting everyone? I hate that. That's rude. I hate that. Alright, we'll figure it out. Got a bunch of force, little sidekick, couple elements. Those elements do open up some other opportunities. What would this leave me? It'd leave me 1 and 1 to still do this attack. Yeah, I'm gonna go heavy shield here first turn, especially with Medusa hitting everyone. Wow. The break and kill feels good. I'm still gonna go here. I don't want to deal around with the poison and the other shenanigans Medusa's gonna keep doing to me. Alright, still got some shield, but we are fairly poisoned. Sidekicks, yep. Holy cow, that was a wild turn. Well, kind of tempted to heal, being honest. So this would officially be a heal on everyone. That would only leave me 2, so I'm going to do this. Should get me a couple sidekicks, okay. I think I'm going to take the additional heal. I should kill at least one this turn, but I still don't like risking this. Oh, alright. I guess if I leave him at 1, the poison breaks, but he's doing a heal. Alright, we kill here. Oh, it used all 3 sidekick on him? Shoot. I really thought I would have 1 sidekick left for that basic attack. The poison didn't trigger first. Alright, not the end of the world. We're in a pretty good spot now. Gonna keep the big heals going. I don't think I can kill no matter what I do. I'll do this first to get sidekick. The sidekick will be a force attack. That gets close. Not bad, not bad. Come on, worthiness, creep up there to 4. Alright, what do I currently have? Pretty much all support actions. I love that. So I like my other heal shield better. I know it takes a turn, but this shield is only a 2x4, so it doesn't even get me one sidekick. The other one triggers multiple sidekicks. I'm going to keep the Stone Fist on my Scorpion. There is a world where that's good, but it gets pretty hard to use that, especially versus the Corrupted guy, because I'm taking 15 corruption. Alright, fire damage, crit chance. I guess I go here. I don't really love it, but it's still an epic. We have not explored enough to be done with this area. Ooh, I would like to catch a Jin. What's it gonna take to stagger them is the big question. 8 Earth. Okay, we got a pretty solid shot at that. So the poison will trigger Earth attack. So I'm going to leave him alone and let the poison trigger. Let's work on killing this one. Sorry, let the poison stagger. Three fours, 3 fours, 3 fours. That's a little scary. Alright, what's my best play? Probably the heal shield. And then this lets Stone Fist go insane. Actually, this attack might have been the move, being honest. That doesn't get me any closer to breaking. Stone Fist is close to a kill. It definitely is a kill if I get sidekick here. And I should get poison on the one with the least poison, which will get him pretty close to dying. Alright, he's 3 away from stagger. We're looking pretty solid. Holy cow. That's a scary attack. The forces are adding up. Okay, so this would break and I could catch. I'm gonna do this now then. With the stagger, I just gotta kill the guy down low. That was a solid play. Sometimes we gotta min-max to catch people even if it feels kinda bad. Alright, we kill here. And kill here. I'll have to keep in mind when Minnow gets like 4 or 5 force like he has been, doing the attack all becomes really, really powerful. Any earth attack starts poison. That's crazy. I'm not doing a ton of support. I'm gonna do the earth. I'm doing pretty much another earth action every turn, so we stick with that. Alright, Minnow caught up. That's solid. Let me look at Minnow's skills here. Tempering's great. Supersonic is mediocre. This is okay. There's times for it. In this, I want to keep multiple ways to attack all enemies for the last boss. So this is 3x2 with sidekick, versus this is 1x8 with sidekick and force. I think I like the bigger attack because I'm using less force. I don't like the reflective trap. I'm making more force than anything else, so I'm just going to take health. A little unfortunate there. Come on, buddy, go find me a secret tunnel. I mean, like, sometimes he kind of spazzes out when I'm hitting RB, but it doesn't seem to change anything. Yeah, we'll get rid of a soul here. We keep his health going up because he has that big crit damage build going. If we take out the Naga, the Retaliate's too scary to let live long. I mean, this kind of goes crazy turn 1. So this is my best bet to get the sidekick and force up. I don't love that. Alright, I think I mineralize here. Now this is more powerful. Man, I don't love this turn, but that's okay. Let's at least break. It was a great turn to go all in on Naga because he didn't have a force to retaliate every time I attacked, versus if I wait and get the force, then I'm in big trouble. So if I do this, I still don't have the Stone Fist Punch. I don't have that no matter what. This is pretty solid. I'm going to do this because it's going to generate, should be 4 Aether for us, to then figure out what we want to do with the rest of our turn. That gives us a lot of options. So 2 sidekick, 2 temporary power, and then maybe this. Can I do both of those? There's no shot, right? Yeah, I can. Yes, I can. Alright. This turn just went crazy. And then we're still getting the poison damage. Dude, the diamond shield is too little too late, my man. I love that for you, but it is not enough. I mean, I think we just kill. I think we just kill. Alright. We're taking a little damage in these fights, but we're holding our own. I could use another epic item, but I need to just go to the knight to get it. I can't keep risking, or even the merchant. So this is just like a straight up damage +1. But do I like the 1 guaranteed force versus the chance? But this gives me force chance and crit chance, and this gives me crit chance, so I'm up to 25% crit chance. I think I like the tome because I'm already getting force to make the crits, so I don't think I can over crit the force. If that makes sense. Like, force is guaranteed crit. So increasing my crit chance past that. I mean, the +1 guaranteed isn't bad, but also the weakness is going to save me, so I'm just gonna scrap that. You gonna let me in here? Nope. Alright, I think that's it. What do we got? Spring, not bad. Envoy, not bad, not great. Knight, yes. Let's hopefully get something good here. Well, I'm excited we caught a Djinn in that area. That's awesome. Hello, Sir Tiberian. What you got for me? I think I just upgrade what I'm for sure keeping. Temporary power to the first turn does help, but I'm really only getting one out of that. I think I'm just going to take the extra water. Because for my attack all, if I'm doing the water one, I might need that generation is what I'm thinking. Alright, let's take out their tank, and then the Medusas are pretty frail on their own. So this only helps if I then double attack with my other guys, and I care more about the shield play. Ooh, that's kind of a crazy attack. I like that. Basic up top, not enough to get through the shield. Chilling there. I do hope I hit the trait where I can keep some shield. I missed that. I missed that. The fact that I'm losing it hurts. Alright, we do this for the huge force and to generate. That goes crazy now. It's interesting, both times that I've done that combo and got the generation, then it's worked really well to get Minnow sidekick. Ooh, that's a pretty not so fun attack. At least he's just basic attacking. But the debuffs are starting to go crazy. Chill, 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 chill. Why are you double attacking? Holy cow, did that get out of hand. Minnow's dead if I don't wipe this turn. Alright, I gotta do this for the sidekick. That takes all 3 attacks. But then I still have a basic attack here. Okay, so boom, 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 boom. Minnow will still have a sidekick. Okay. Wow, did that get sketchy. Alright, I underestimated the Medusas. The Lament of Woes plus the rest of their shenanigans got crazy. Hated that. Sketchy. Oh, we're 1 fight away to get Minnow to 5. So this would give me not only a hit with his shield, but a hit with the total amount of power in the party. Which would potentially be, I don't know, 5-ish damage, versus this just gives me more natural sidekick opportunities. But it's every 3. I'll just take extra hits. Pure damage is damage. Okay, here we go. I'm not applying many debuffs. Well, to be fair, I do think poison counts. So pretty much I'm losing that initial force, but my shielding's better. Yeah, alright. That's worth it for the team. This sure seems like a sketchy area I should be able to go into. Nope. Okay. We got a monster fight somewhere here. No roof to get on top of. Oh, there was a little further up. I think we just learned our lesson. We don't let Medusas live. The lament is sketchy. Okay, sidekick's gonna trigger. Holy cow, are they starting to do big damage? I mean, I'm getting 20 shield up a turn. And they are ripping through it. This is sketchy. Alright, it's gotta be a Stone Fist kill, I think. This would still leave me enough for Stone Fist. Yeah, I'm gonna take that heal. I do not feel like dying right here. I mean, Stone Fist is just a guaranteed kill. We kill their support. That takes all my attacks. 77 to do 45 feels pretty bad. Because this would kill here, and then I would still have that. Alright, I like this. And now I can kill here. The Sprout is much less scary than it was with the sidekick and all their other shenanigans. So that's just a shield for everyone. I don't think I care about. The Crystal Smash goes crazy there. So let's do this with the 2 sidekick and Minnow's Force and the temporary power. Now even with basic attacks I should be pretty close to killing. This would get me 2. But then I couldn't do that attack. This would also burn my chance of doing that attack. Alright. We'll see if this 7's enough to get to 15. I don't think so. 14. Yeah. Oh, it was because of bonus shenanigans. And now we should kill. Ooh, these fights are getting a little sketchy, like turn 1, turn 2. It's crazy that 20 shield is not enough. More health. More health scales our crit damage. Oh, I mean, Joust is amazing, right? Because it gives me more force and starts giving me more sidekick. But this goes crazy as well. I'm going to take Perfect Edge so I'm not wasting as many overkill damage. Oh, but Joust is just so good. Because it would scale with the force and stuff I'm already doing. So then anything's giving me multiple sidekick and like 6 force off the bat. This is tough. Alright, I'm going to take Perfect Edge. I want to try this with a crit build. Let's see if we like it or not. Wild damage +4. Force, poison hit, debuff. Yeah, I mean, I think that's just significantly better. And then everyone, in a weird way, has a chance to poison. Alright, we definitely do that. I'm going to lose a little earth, but I'm not really doing basic attacks anyway, so... We're good with it, we're good with it. We went crazy right there. Where's the secret area? Well, we found the Mad Hatter, Mike Golden. And we still got more shenanigans down here. Yeah, we will take that boon. I mean, this is a permanent power. This isn't a temporary power, so that feels pretty good. That feels pretty good. Alright, Merchant, which... nothing. We have 50 gold. It'd give us a chance at an epic item, and probably a blank memento is about it. Which gives us a chance to reroll a trait. I really could get rid of one of these poison ones. I would probably get rid of Toxic Earth. I think I want the Witch. My items are pretty good. Let's do the Witch. We want to reroll a trait on Circuit. Yes, Toxic Earth. Here we go. These are not what I wanted. I mean, the defense feels pretty good. But this does everything I want it to with the shield poison. I'm going to stick with my bread and butter here. Wasn't quite what we wanted, but that's alright. Just the hand. High ground. Alright, hand's not bad. End boss is who we're sketched out about. Here we go. That should heal because of the weakness. Okay, 2 sidekick, power. He's setting up some shenanigans and then getting something up, so I stick with my bread and butter plays. Man, I really would have loved the trait that would have let me keep some shield. I am sad I got rid of that with Naga. I wonder if because I picked it and it's an aura trait, it took it out of the pool. I can't remember 100% if that's an aura trait. Well, here he only has 1 age, and we've already done 100 damage turn 1. That's a good sign. I am just off from doing this. I would have loved to hook up the people this turn. Not bad, not great. I mean, I think this is still the move, right? Now, how can I get the shield up and still attack? I cannot. But we can here because we got more sidekicks on Minnow. Alright, turn 2, we've got him down to 250. That's a good spot to be. The poison triggers, he's got more fire lances. And we keep getting more force because of that. Love it. Alright, let's try and set up for a monster Stone Fist. Oh, that's not going to work. This works. It's got to be this. Oh my goodness, I killed from 228. This is insane. 62 on that. I killed before his special even went off. He never hit 3H. That's crazy, I love that. Oh, I'm just gonna miss getting people leveled up. But there's a merchant after this area, so if I could buy an XP and hit it, I might be able to get it. And then it's big boss time. I'm going to try and prioritize the attack all or whatever I need to do to break the hands, because I cannot play those corrupted shenanigans for long. None of those are worth it. I mean, the Purge might be worth it. I'll take it. There might be a scenario I can break more than one action with that. I actually kind of like that this is a free action. So I'm going to do that. That way if I have an extra sidekick or something on Minnow, I would rather do a little attack for a free action. I'm fine with that. I don't think I'm going to get lucky enough to level someone else up again. But I'll burn everything here. Yep, not quite. Boss fight. Here we go. Yeah, we made it back. We ain't scared of you. Last time we clapped your cheeks with hey hey. This time we got the Circuit Stone Fist huge damage. These epic items helped a lot with the wild Aether for sure. It's going to be a little bit of luck of who gets corrupted and what I can set up here without taking too much corruption, but... Alright, fire and water are what he is starting with. So that makes this my priority. He's just doing a basic attack. And I can't carry over my shield, right? So it's not really worth doing a whole lot this turn then. Oh, pros and cons of each of these. Am I going to waste the force attacks on a basic attack? That's the question. The problem is, if I get corrupted on Minnow, it is sketchy, but also I can't slow play it too much. So I think I do this. Because that really sets Minnow up for a while. Might even reactivate someone here and just get up a ton of Aether. I mean, I could break a fist this turn. If I do this... Hang on, I'd have to do him first and then reactivate. So let's do, I think, the Crystal Smash, and then reactivate, and then I can do a basic attack. That only gives me 1. And I need all of that, so I just have green. So I need to do a basic attack. There's really no point in me reactivating either of these guys. I don't think there is. I don't think there is. Alright, so we basic attack. I'm going to reactivate. I'm going to basic attack the water. And then up here, I have this to get rid of a hand. Now, I wish I had more sidekick and stuff out, but this is worth it. Now I only have 1 guy corrupted next turn. Those are big dodges. Dang, you're doing that already? That feels excessive. Alright, so now doing an attack that hits everyone is the goal. Okay, the stagger there is solid. What does this do? Kill, nothing. Does get some shenanigans going on that hand. I kind of want to do this and get the force and just go crazy ether-wise this turn. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I might regret it, but I'll only know once I generate the random. And I need that sidekick up. Okay, dead, nothing, but close to breaking. This would give me dodge. This generates. And I could reactivate someone, so... Who would I want to reactivate? Probably Minnow. I would then have... I could not do that attack. Yeah, I could. Alright, so I'm going to do this, reactivate. Now we do this. And then potentially on the sidekicks, I can get through the other guy. This is the scenario I took the attack all enemies for. This fight right here. Man, that feels bad to waste 70 on Minnow. On Minnow's clone. That doesn't break the last one. That would. I'm off by 1 element. Maybe I should have purged. He's going to do huge damage. Shoot. I mean, who's taking it? Top and bottom. Let me see what he's doing. Glacier Smash. 4x10. Alright, so that's 40 damage there. And then he's doing the Skull Doom Bloom. So it's really the Glacier Smash that's super scary. But this would keep poison. Poison keeps force. think I just go more shield. More shield is poison. Let's try and keep Minnow healthier. Nice. The misses in there were solid. Alright, now we don't have any more huge Aether turn, but that's alright. Honestly, I might just power through this. I hate that they blocked this, but that's okay. So this would break a Stone Fist, which is big, and dodge. It just cost me a lot. Versus this would break and give me another sidekick and force. Alright, let's do this first. 2-2, so I got 1-1-1. So then I could only do a basic attack, which does not break the hand. This would leave me enough. Alright, we do this. Now this is probably worth it for sidekick purposes. No, it's not. No, it's not. It costed me 2 extra Aether and it did like 3 more damage. And this gives me an extra sidekick with Minnow. Alright, now we should no longer be taking more corruption up top. What item am I going to use? I'm going to use the harp. That's why we bought it. Alright, I'm off by 1 on the Stone Fist. Kind of tempted to just basic here so I can go crazy next turn. I think that's the play. Alright, he's up to 5. I love that I'm getting dodge on people that I don't really care about. Alright, well, he's back to fire. He's got 1 fist going. Oh, no way. Are you really back to 2? No, just 1. Okay. That gets close. So this is almost worth it. That would leave me fire and that here. I'm missing by 1. I'm gonna do this on him. I don't really want to take the Stone Fist, but that's not enough to break. But it is a free action, so I could do this, and then this for the sidekick, and then maybe attack. Breaking both his turns feels pretty important. So let me start with that. So this would break 1 there. It would get it close, but not enough. What does that leave me? 1, 2, 1. Okay, and what's my better play? Diamond shielding, I'd have 3. No, that doesn't do anything. Alright, I do this for the sidekick. And then I'm going to do this to do big damage, but also to get that hand close to breaking. With the back-to-back stagger turns, I have very much slowed him down. Let's reactivate someone. 1, 1, 1. I'm just going to basic attack here. But if I reactivate Minnow, then I could get another force sidekick off. If I reactivate here, I'm kind of going crazy with that power, so I'm reactivating here. Yeah, let's basic attack you. Oh, I wish we could get off another dart. I mean, this is probably worth it, right? Because I can't break the hand, and it gets the poison within a turn of killing. The poison just kills. Let's go. What a team. The synergy of these 3 was unreal. Highly recommend. That felt very comfortable. I did plan for the end fight for sure with both of those attacks that hit all enemies. It is so important to stagger those hands. But that was a really fun one. So he was our damage carry. It's interesting that Minnow was actually the least by far. Support was... Oop, I don't know where I scrolled. Support damage, Goliath. Healed Goliath. Dude, he's so good. Actions prevented, Aether granted. I mean, Minnow very much was kind of the weak link almost. I still think he fit a little bit better than Naga, synergy-wise, but could have been wrong. He just, I mean, pretty much he only did support actions to get himself Force or Sidekick, but then constantly was hitting for 40s to 60s a turn, which wasn't the run breaker, but it was really solid. All right, we should have a whole bunch to spend, so let's see what we can do here to unlock some rare monsters. Yep, I'll spend it. I'll spend it on all the shifteds. I love that. I don't think I bought much from him. Let's pick a new starter for next round. Actually, I should have Naga, right? I think I'm going to run Naga. Naga or Star Spawn. So I've got my options there. I will not choose another. Let's see what we can spend money on here. I mean, more choices. I'm always behind. And then let's take care of more corruption. Look at our town filling up. Alright, I'm going to do a little research on how to unlock the hidden areas. I'm definitely struggling with that one. Even hitting like the RB finder doesn't seem to be making much of a difference for me. Oh, interesting. Death save. That's not bad. That's not bad. Alright, those will be my next purchases. That's pretty good. Alright, there we go. We're going to save there. Thanks for joining. We will see you guys for Run 5 soon.